Thursday, everybody. It's great to see you. I'm Rita Garcia. Welcome back, Samica.
Thanks so much. I'm Samica, and I'm meteorologist Elita Loresca joining us with the look at the, good morning.
Oh, hello. Hello, Sam. I recognize that voice. I'm like, oh. Is that the voice of Samica Knight? Good morning, everybody. We're waking up this morning to warm, humid conditions, but unlike the previous mornings, we're not seeing some widespread dense fog. We are monitoring some fog, though, that has developed out toward Winnie, just to the east of Chambers County, right around the Golden Triangle. Beaumont, Port Arthur, out toward the Lake Charles area. Could see more of this fog kind of populating throughout the morning, so we'll keep a close eye on it. Meanwhile, you can see the temperature readings this morning running a couple degrees cooler. Not by much, actually a little bit more comfortable. Those of you waking up toward Liberty, 57 degrees, Houston at 61, 66, a little bit milder the further west you go. You can see our next cold front on the map is still out here over California, and this is going to eventually bring some showers and thunderstorms across parts of our state. This will be our cold front by Friday, but there is a disturbance rolling through across the northern parts of Texas, and you can see the majority of that rain, strong to severe thunderstorms, will stay to our north, but perhaps as we get into the evening, some rain-cool conditions will be pushing down toward our area, meeting up with the sea breeze, and that could trigger a few light rain showers. Those rain shower chances for us will slowly build once we get into the overnight hours, but for today, less than 20% chance you'll get some rain, at least during the morning. 20% chance closer toward the sun setting. Afternoon highs today still above normal in the upper 70s, not quite as warm as the last couple of days, but we do have a cold front with widespread showers and thunderstorms in the forecast. I've got that timeline for you coming up in my full forecast.
Fill you in on all the details and what we know. Welcome to it, everybody. Happy Friday Eve. I'm Rita Garcia.
And I'm Samica Knight, meteorologist Elita Loresca, starting us off with the forecast. I saw a little fog as I came in.
Yeah, that's how it is today. Little bit of fog. We've got a little pocket, not the widespread fog that we've been dealing with the last couple of days. So a little piece of good news. And even as you step outside this morning, at future track and the severe weather threat that we may see across parts of our area coming up in just a few minutes.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Samica Knight. It is Thursday.
Also known as Friday Eve, because it just feels good to say it. I'm Rita Garcia. Let's check in with our meteorologist, Elita Loresca, who's watching all the things like fog, like rain chances.
All of it. Yes, that is for sure. We've got some fog this morning, but it's been very, very patchy. Right now, we've got a mildly upper 70s. We're tracking that cold front. I've got more details on that coming up in just a few minutes.
For that live report, we'll talk to you again later this morning. Well, tonight is also the State of the Union, and there's a lot to watch for in addition to President Biden's policy agenda. So first off is going to be the guest list, right? Kate Cox, the woman from Dallas who sued the state of Texas to terminate her non-viable pregnancy, was invited by First Lady Jill Biden. Cox is also the first pregnant adult to sue for the right to terminate her pregnancy since Roe versus Wade was overturned in June of 2022. A judge in Austin originally ruled that she should be allowed to have an abortion, but the state Supreme Court put a hold on that decision, during which time Cox then traveled out of state to have that abortion. House Speaker Mike Johnson invited by the parents of Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich. The 32-year-old was detained in Russia March 29th of last year on espionage charges, and he's been designated as wrongfully detained by the U.S. government as they continue to work to bring him home. And speaking of Russia, the widow of known Vladimir Putin critic Alexei Navalny was invited but is unable to attend tonight. So if you're not tired of politics, when the State of the Union is over, just be sure to listen to the Republican response. So the GOP chose Senator Katie Britt of Alabama to counter President Biden's speech. At 41 years old, she is the nation's youngest female senator, and some party leaders hope she could be a rising star. And finally, on the social side, President Biden posted this photo on X this week, reviewing his State of the Union address while over at Camp David last weekend. He captioned the photo, "Get ready, folks." Officials say the speech will be live streamed on the @POTUS Instagram account. If you follow, that is the first time ever for the State of the Union, and you can watch it right here on ABC 13 at 8 p.m.
So taking a big step towards protecting IVF patients and providers in the state from legal liability. And the state's governor, as you may have known, signed a new bill into law last night, which gives civil and criminal immunity for IVF. Warning, the $2.6 billion plan to expand Terminal B at Bush Airport has already go Cougs. The Houston Cougs have clinched at least a share of the Big 12 conference title after a win.
Sticking with sports, this morning on Good Morning America, University of Iowa's Caitlin Clark is going to sit down with Robin Roberts after making NCAA history. Yeah. oh so close. We're oh so close to Friday as well, everybody. Happy Thursday. I'm Rita Garcia.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Jacob Brasco, and welcome back.
Yeah, thank you very much. Can't wait for Friday.
Friday!
Elita, good morning.
All right, weather-wise for today, on this Thursday, we've got a little bit of fog.
Should really worry about, and certainly nothing like that in our area coming up.
Correct, nothing like that, but we do have some thunderstorms in the forecast.
Right.
We'll show you those rain chances later on tonight into tomorrow is when those rain chances peak at 60% and then dropping off just in time for the weekend. So if you've got some outdoor plans this weekend, the conditions are a go for you. And even the first half of spring break is looking like it's going to stay mostly dry. We just need to get over the next 24 to 36 hours with our next cold front. You can already see the clouds driving up those rain chances, especially out in North Texas. But here is the cold front. Here's the projected path of that front. It's going to be moving into New Mexico and then eventually out toward West Texas as it gathers the showers and the thunderstorms today, most of which will be falling north and west of Houston and to the north. Those thunderstorms that form with some daytime heat will be capable of strong damaging winds, the potential for a brief isolated tornado, and also some hail north and west of the College Station area. Meanwhile, by overnight tonight into tomorrow, that front is continuing to push eastward, and that will expand the threat for strong and severe thunderstorms here locally. You can see a higher probability the further north you go. So we've got a 5% chance for a strong to severe thunderstorm, Houston down toward the coastline, and then a 15% chance the further north you go. Now, the timing of these thunderstorms, we get some isolated, scattered rain showers, I think, late in the afternoon into the evening hours potentially, but the thunderstorm risk really doesn't go up until overnight tonight into tomorrow out ahead of the front. The atmosphere is going to be favorable with the humidity increasing and also the potential for some veering winds that we're going to see those thunderstorms forming. And those thunderstorms that form could produce some very heavy rain. As I mentioned, some damaging winds. These are wind gusts over 60 miles per hour and also some large hail. And I wouldn't rule out maybe a spin up, a tornado, a brief isolated tornado, especially in these pockets of storms that may be forming north and east of Houston. This is out ahead of the front. Now, once the front passes through, the atmosphere stabilizes, and we've got great conditions heading into the weekend. And by Friday evening, really, the majority of that rain should be moving on toward the east and into Louisiana. How much rain we could see? Really less than a half an inch, I think, will be most common, but there will be those isolated pockets of heavier thunderstorms that do draw in between 1 to 2 inches. Now we're starting to see that visibility compromise starting to worsen across parts of Harris County. Visibility down to 5 miles at Bush Airport. Meanwhile, along the coastline, still looking good along Seawall Boulevard, where the breeze is blowing in out of the southeast between 5 to 10 miles per hour. Got a little bit of fog also setting up out toward Cleveland and Liberty, the southern parts of San Jacinto and Polk County. Otherwise, everybody's off to a mild start with temperatures generally in the 60s this afternoon, in the upper 70s to low 80s. No big changes there. And then with Friday's front coming in, those temperatures will be warming out ahead of the front, close to 80 degrees, and then a nice drop in temperatures this weekend, followed by another active weather pattern. So make sure you pencil that into your calendar if you're making those plans. You still haven't decided. Potentially indoor plans late next week with those temperatures holding steady in the mid to upper 70s, but the rain chances will be going up.
Welcome back. It is 6:24 now, and now to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. And later today, something really awesome. Children with disabilities will be able to live out their rodeo dreams. Giddy up with the Little Rustlers Rodeo.
First ever Volunteer Appreciation Day over at the rodeo. Dozens of volunteers are going to get free breakfast and also entertainment. And then, well, that's exciting. Welcome back, everyone, and happy Thursday. I'm Rita Garcia.
Go Cougs. I'm Jacob Brasco.
He was waiting for that.
Good morning to you, Elita.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, friends. Waking up this morning to some
effort to catch the man suspected of killing a 12-year-old little boy.
The boy shot and killed in his bedroom in the Cloverleaf area.
Is live for us this morning. Courtney, we are learning what happened days before the murder. Is that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Rita. Family of this 12-year-old boy who was shot call his killer a coward. In fact, they say, and investigators confirm, that he has a history of family violence, and that's why this family says that if he had been arrested previously, even just a week before, this might not have all happened. The incident was reported to the sheriff's office's family violence team, and the protocol after that would be to set up an interview with Rivera, but of course we now know that would never happened. And if you see him, investigators ask you don't approach him, you call 911. For now, reporting live, Courtney Fischer, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Thank you so much, Courtney. Well, today we do expect to hear directly from Houston Police Chief Troy Finner on why his department quit working on thousands of cases for victims. The investigations into 4,000 sex assaults were suspended, blamed on a lack of personnel. ABC 13's Courtney Carpenter is live this morning for us. And Courtney, the city says an independent investigation is being launched now.
The 6th Academy Awards is right around the corner this coming Sunday.
And you bet the red carpet is rolling out.
ABC 13 senior digital producer Brittaney Wilmore live in the newsroom as we preview Hollywood's big night. I can't remember the song. I wanted to give it for you. The Oscar song, you know?
Well,
there you go.
Yeah, that's the best that I can do. I'll work on it. I'll have it ready for 7. But for those of you with a Crimson crush, the red carpet is back. Last year, designed an hour earlier this year at 6 p.m. I have my mock Oscar or Moscar right here. We're ready for the show. Back to you.
Well, I've seen Spider-Man Across the Universe. I think that one's going to win.
Not nominated.
Well, I thought for animated feature. Okay, not my story. This is my story.
Yes.
Checking with Elita about rain chances and whether or not they will push out some of that humidity.
Eventually, that cold front that we've been eyeballing the last couple of days should do the trick by the weekend. So we're timing it out. Just rain is going to be falling later on this afternoon into the evening. Hours, potentially while you are sleeping. Whoa, these lights are really bright. Whoa, do you guys notice that? I was like, whoa. Okay, Friday's rain chances going up as well. We've got a 60% chance for some wet weather before heading into the weekend, and then we're looking at some drier conditions. Check out the cold front that's starting to move away from Southern California. This is going to be our next weather player, but out ahead of it, already starting to see a wet and unsettled weather pattern, especially in the northern parts of the state. That's where the severe weather threat will be going up through the morning and during the afternoon, just to the north and west of the Brazos Valley. But that threat for severe weather will be expanding into Houston as that frontal boundary starts to push eastward. Our best threat for some of these thunderstorms to turn severe will be during the morning hours, basically during the morning hours. As we progress through the afternoon, the majority of that rain should be pushing out, and there will be a better opportunity for those thunderstorms to be a little bit stronger, turning severe north of I-10 up toward Montgomery County and beyond. But here you can see tonight we've got a slight chance for some wet weather rolling in, and then overnight tonight into tomorrow morning is really when the best chance for showers and storms move in out ahead of the front. But as that front presses through, a lot of that rain is going to be moving out of here. And when you put it all together, not a whole lot of rain. We're talking less than a half an inch. There will be those isolated pockets, anywhere between 1 to 2 inches still possible. Out the door this morning, not really needing an umbrella, but you may want to keep it handy for today, as we do have those slight rain chances building later on this afternoon and into the evening. Otherwise, it's a mild start. We've got a little bit of fog this morning that could slow you down. The majority of us are just going to see some overcast conditions. Afternoon temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s. And for Luke Bryan, it is going to be mild with that 30% chance of rain building once the concert is over. How about the weekend? Not bad to kick off your spring break. We've got temperature readings that'll be back down in the 40s Sunday morning, 60s during the afternoon, and then a warm up with some wetter conditions late next week.
Breaking from overnight, the Harris County Sheriff released information about a wanted murder suspect
accused in the killing of that 12-year-old boy.
Well, ABC 13's Courtney Fischer is live this morning on this story. Good morning to you, Courtney.
Good morning, Samica. Good morning, guys. Yeah, Terry Rivera is the name of the man who is now. If you see Rivera, do not approach him. Authorities say just call 911. For now, reporting live, Courtney Fischer, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Thank you so much, Courtney. Good Morning America is coming up at 7 right here on ABC 13. And ABC's Michael Strahan joining us live from New York. Good morning to you, Mike.
Here on GMA, I'm not as busy as she is, but you know what? I just want to say good morning to my mama.
Hey, Mama.
Good morning, Mama. I love you.
Hey, and don't say bar at 7 a.m. Anyway, all right, we'll see you on GMA.
Very nice. Okay, well, if you're headed to the rodeo, have fun, and you now know the forecast. And we'll see you at the top of the hour when our 24/7 stream continues right after this.